There are so many different ways to earn more as a nail technician. You can become an educator, nail blogger. You can open your own beauty salon or nail supply. In this video, I'm going to share some ideas on how you can evolve from being a nail or beauty technician or simply have some side income just like me. Interested? Keep watching. Hello, I'm Anastasia. I'm a nail technician, but also I'm nail educator, nail blogger, editorial nail technician, nail judge. I own a nail school and I used to own a nail supply for 11 years. So I have a few ways of income, but all within the nail industry. So in this video, I'm going to share what you can do to have an additional source of income. First one is educator. If you already have enough experience, if you feel like you want to share your knowledge and skills, then becoming a nail educator is a great opportunity. I started teaching after 3 years from being a nail technician, and the reason I started doing this is because I simply had some people asking me about it. I was working in the salon. I was renting a small room there and working there with my clients, but also in this salon there were a few nail technicians who were working there, and they noticed that I was doing some unusual inlay acrylic designs, some 3D acrylic designs, so they simply started asking me, Anastasia, can you teach me how to do that and I will pay you? And this was the moment when I realized that maybe it's something I should try doing, but I was like, I'm not going to do something that I'm not qualified to or something that's not legal. So it took me another year to figure it all out. There were no such classes in Russia back then where you can simply attend and become a nail educator. So I had to fly to Poland, where I took a class. It was an Entity Beauty Educator Certification program with Tom Holcomb. He's not with us anymore, unfortunately, but he was the great nail artist and educator. I learned so much from him. And this is where I earned my educator certificate. So I came back and I was like, yay, now I can start teaching. This is one of the easiest ways to start doing this. You can be hired by some company, a school, or a brand that will simply give you a job. And also it is perfectly can be combined with working as a nail tech. I know many educators who work, let's say, 2 days in the nail salon and 3 other days they teach. And it is great because you can continue doing what you love, and besides that you will be sharing that with others. Another way is being an independent nail educator like I am now. For example, I am not associated with any particular brand anymore, and it has some pros and cons because then you will have to find your own jobs, you will have to organize classes by yourself, and it is a good option if you already have some following, some people who are willing to take your classes. If you do not have it yet, then I will strongly recommend you to join some brand or a company who will do this for you. Next way is becoming a business owner, and I decided to combine all these different options into one because this is all basically running your own business. You can open a nail salon, nail shop, beauty salon, a nail supply, or a nail school. Either way, it will be your own business. And I never had a beauty salon, but I have a nail school right now, and I also used to run a nail supply for 11 years. And from all this experience, my best advice to you guys is that you need to find somebody, some partner who will help you to run the business. Another option, if you feel like you can be a great entrepreneur and you have this management skills, you can do it on your own, but then you will have to give up the majority of your clients and whether hire a nail technician who will work with them or simply recommend some other nail technician to them. So what I'm saying is that you will not be able to work as much as you used to with your client and run a business at the same time. Maybe there are some people who can do this, but honestly, like I said, trust me, I did that and it was terrible. It was overwhelming. So I was working with my clients. I had 60 clients. Then I was running a nail school and teaching there as well. And I started running an online nail supply, and then we also opened a physical location in Moscow, Russia. And oh my God, guys, now turning it back then, I realized that I was really doing, something like, I don't know, for like 5 to 10%, because there are 24 hours in a day and unfortunately we cannot do anything about it. So my best recommendation to you is to think about it before you start the business. You will have to have some partner, or you can even hire someone who will do all this management, hiring people, dealing with suppliers and so on. Or you will do this on your own, but then you will not be able to work with more, let's say 1 or 2 days with the clients. But this is a great opportunity because you already have this experience in the nail industry. You already know which products you like, which products you don't like. And besides all these advantages of running your own business, when I was running a nail supply, I also got so many interesting connections. So basically I knew most people from the biggest nail brands, and it helped me now when I'm working as an educator and as a blogger, because I already had these connections. We knew each other because we used to work together. So either way, it was a great experience. And if you're planning to open your nail salon or beauty salon, this is also great, because now with all your experience and knowledge, you can create something beautiful. And I personally think that nail technician running a nail salon is great because you know all these things that nail technicians are looking for. You know what clients want and what they're looking for. So if you think that this is something you would like to do, definitely go for it. Next one is nail blogger, and finally we came to a time where I don't really need to explain what it is, because everybody knows who blogger is, right? This is some kind of like a journalism, but you share different things, experiences, skills or reviews with your viewers or subscribers. So it can be a text blog, which can be run on WordPress or another platform, or even your own website. It can be a video blog like this one you're watching now on YouTube. Now there are Instagram bloggers, TikTok bloggers who do this really short vertical videos, or we have Pinterest bloggers and many more. No matter which one you decide, I think the most important part here is you need to be definitely interested in this. I mean, you really want to share, you really want to try new things. So to me, the reason I started blogging was, first of all, I never thought that it can actually be a source of income. I was working as an educator already, and there was social webs like Facebook, and there's another one who's similar to Facebook but in Russian, VK. And I received so many questions every single day, and they were basically all the same. Like, which acrylic brush should I choose if I'm just getting started? What do I do if the nails started lifting? And so on. So I realized that most of the questions are so frequent, I probably should create something like catalog for these questions. And I was just copying and pasting them into these messages. And then I realized that for many things, such as how to prep the natural nail or how to file the nail, it is really easier to show it rather than to explain. So I thought maybe I can make a video, and then when the next person asks, I can send her the link to this video. So I started YouTube. And another reason for starting this channel, English channel, was actually to improve my English, which I hope I did, because now when I'm watching my 3-year-old videos, I'm like, oh my God, what's wrong with my accent? Now I realize that besides all these advantages and opportunity to grow and evolve from just being a nail technician, you can also earn money from it. Now there are different ways to do that. Like within YouTube, there are usually 2 ways. First one is monetizing your videos, so you will get an income directly from Google. They will pay you for running ads, and you can do this when you will reach, I think now it's 10,000 subscribers on your channel. Next one is collaboration with brands, and you can do this starting from zero. I know that now companies are really interested in so-called macro, micro, and nano bloggers. I recently attended a YouTube pop-up space event, and there was a representative from L'Oreal, and she explained that now the brands are extremely interested in small bloggers because they have smaller audience, but they have bigger influence, because usually people trust them a little more because they do not have as much popularity and experience yet, and also their following usually is very loyal to them. So this is a great time and opportunity to start. And besides all that, you can also easily combine it with working as a nail tech. Just imagine you need to do a new set to your client, and then you receive this new collection of beautiful acrylic colors. So you can try these colors, work with the client at the same time, and then you will get this review. So when I realized like what it is all about, I just realized how powerful it is. I personally know few nail bloggers who made their blogs their main source of income, so they really can provide themselves and even their families only from this income that they get from monetization or from collaboration with brands. And to me now this is only a part of my income, but I realized that if I will give up everything else, like Nailcou Academy and the businesses that I run, and will focus solely on my YouTube and Instagram, let's say, I can definitely also earn more and make it my main source of income. It's just not my goal at the moment. I really want to have multiple sources. But if this is something you would really like to try, I encourage you to do this, because like I said, now is the perfect time to start. Editorial nail artists. Those are nail technicians that do beautiful nail sets for magazines, for commercials, for different music videos and movies maybe. The last one is actually my dream, my goal. I hope one day I will do a beautiful set for some Hollywood movie. But other than that, there are many nail artists that I know, and they do it on a regular basis. So the first and easiest way to become an editorial nail artist is to join some agency. For example, there is one called Nailing Hollywood. So what they do, they basically bring nail artists that work for them together with the companies that are interested in creating some kind of campaign, whether it's jewelry ad or music video or a Vogue cover. And this is also a very well-paid job, and like I said, I know a few nail artists who only do these editorials, and they're providing themselves and their families as well. Now, like I said, if you join some agency, this is the one way. Another way is to work for a company or a brand who already works with companies for this kind of collabs, such as C&D or OPI. I've seen them working with some big brands for this kind of collabs. And the last one is being independent editorial, which is also possible, but you really have to know people from the industry. It's really about who you know, so you need to be good at networking. You need to attend some events such as fashion weeks or different parties that different magazines organize to get to know these people, and this is how you will get different jobs and contracts. Fashion weeks. There are nail technicians who work at fashion weeks who do nails for models that will later do this catwalk across the runway. This is more like a seasonal source of income, but is also very creative and can be well paid. But like I said, I probably do not know any nail artist who is doing only this for a living, because it's only twice a year. But it can really help you to evolve from being a nail technician. It can help you with networking, with meeting the right people, so you can do more of other jobs such as editorial. So this is another great opportunity to look for. So these were different options of how you can earn more besides being a nail technician, but still stay within the industry, and I'm sure it applies for any beauty professionals, not only for nail technicians. And if you guys are interested, I can also share my sources of income at the moment, and like I said, they're all within the industry. So the first one is being a nail tech, is when you earn money from working with your clients, which I think most of you do. For me now, it's not the biggest source of income because I only have a few clients left, but still you make money by doing that. Next one is from business. I'm a founder of Nails Pro Academy, which is an online and live education for nail technicians all over the world. Next one is being an educator in Russian school. We have a Russian school, and another one is Nails Pro Academy. So I teach live and online classes for the school. And besides that, I also earn sometimes from different live events, as now I'm an independent nail educator. I'm not tied with any particular brand. Any company, any brand can hire me to do a workshop, to work at the booth in the nail show, or for any kind of event, and I can represent their brand or their company. And this is an occasional one, but also an additional source of income. Last one, and really growing one, is blogging. So I have actually four, well, two of my own YouTube channels. One is the one you're watching right now, another one is in Russian. So on YouTube you earn from Google ads, from monetization of your videos, and the second one is from collaborating with brands. Also have Instagram, so I do some collaborations there, some giveaways, some stories, sometimes with different beauty supplies and brands. And also I have a few occasional sources of income which are not as regular, but they still appear. First one is judging competitions. I didn't bring that one in my list of what you should try because this is not really like a big source of income, and like I said, it's seasonal and it's really hard one. I mean, you need to really work a lot for a long time to get this status, and to me this is more like something I'm just interested in, not because I want to do it for money. If you're really into nail competitions, if you have some experience, if you already won some big championships, then it's probably something you should try. But sometimes you don't really get paid for this job, and even when you do, it's not really like an enormous source of income, like I told you. But this is something, if you're really interested in the nail industry and you want to evolve from being a nail competitor into the next step, which is a nail judge. And also I do some editorials and fashion weeks from time to time. I do not have any ongoing contracts or I'm not part of any agency at the moment, so this is always seasonal. I never know where I will get invited, but I personally like it. I'm not sure if I would like to do this like every day, but it's always a great experience, and like I said, I always think of it as a way to get more connections, to meet new people, to learn from them, and to get inspired. I hope this video was helpful for you guys, and now you have some ideas on what you can do to have an additional source of income. And now it is your turn to share. So what is your source of income now? And if you do not have one at the moment, do not worry, then you can write down your dream source of income. Maybe it is time for you to start thinking about it. Maybe you want to become a nail blogger, or maybe you would like to teach people. Anyways, please share, and if you would like to get more information on any of these topics, also let me know in the comments. Maybe I should do a separate videos about some of them. Thank you guys so much for watching. If this is your first time here on my channel, consider subscribing, as I post tutorials, educational videos, and sometimes business videos just like this one every week. And I will see you in my next one. Bye!